"What are you doing?" I asked, my voice calm. "I don't know whether you noticed," he said, while surveying the unbroken armored surface in front of us, "but there is no bridge to the castle, no road or path other than the one we are on, which ends just ahead. No way up except by flight." "We don't get many visitors," Lord Rathen agreed. "And this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity," Louis-Cesare added, and actually looked somewhat enthusiastic about the whole thing. I just sat there. It was a terrible truth that my father had approved our marriage partly because he thought I would be a steadying influence on my new hubby. A dhampir, the often insane cross between a vamp and a human, was going to be the rational one. And the problem was he'd been mostly right. But I didn't know what else to do, and insulting your host isn't a great plan when he could crush you like a gnat and probably never even notice. I got on. It wasn't easy, even with the cart giving me a lift, and Louis-Cesare, who had given up trying to climb the great hide and used vampire strength to just leap up there, pulling from on top. I'm not normally clumsy, but my body really wasn't helping me. My body was smarter than I was. And things did not get better when I finally topped Mount Scaly and discovered that the back in question was warm and alive, but also huge and broad and slick, with no handholds except for a great mane of black hair. We grabbed hold of that because the alternative was plummeting to our deaths, hoping it was allowed. And I guessed so, since the huge body got up and went loping up the mountainside like it was no big thing, with the massive talons further shredding the narrow road, but easily clinging to the rocky slope, until it abruptly cast itself off of the cliffside, heading straight for the valley floor, where it swerved just before hitting down and skimmed along the tops of the trees, the knife-edged scales sending some severed leaves flying into our faces as we rode what looked like a green wave. And then we started back up again. "This doesn't happen!" I screamed, for no reason that I could name, while the great wings strained up a hurricane, and the wind clawed at us like we were barebacking a 747, and the sun shone in our faces so brightly that I could barely see. "It does today," Louis-Cesare said, laughter and disbelief and terror all mingled in his voice as they were in mine. And then he said it, the absolute bastard, as I should have known he would. "Can we go any faster?" And we did.